Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven.com, and welcome back to our Sonic Hacking Contest 2017 coverage. In this episode we're taking a look at Sonic 1 Colors Edition by Campbell Sonic, and this is currently in contest at the Sonic Hacking Contest 2017. And as you can guess, this is an attempt at fusing the original Sonic the Hedgehog on Mega Drive with Sonic Colors, so you get the wisps, basically, from Sonic Colors. And that's really the kind of shtick with this. So they've also expanded the zones to include smaller acts, which is more akin to Sonic Colors as well, which had, close to something like 20 acts per zone. This doesn't have nearly as many as that. I think it's around about 6. But yeah, you get basically little condensed versions of the acts from Sonic 1. So they're somewhat changed. They feature some new stage designs, but you'll notice that some of them are basically like smaller portions of the original Green Hill acts, just basically cut up into smaller sections. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that, to be honest with you. I get what they're going for here, in that they're trying to make it more, faithful to Sonic Colors, but I'm not too sure if it really works. It feels very stop-start. I think I much prefer the longer stages, to be honest with you. But yeah, so the colour powers then. There's one colour power per zone. So Green Hill basically has Burst, and Scrap Brain has Void, and I think that's the only 2 colour powers that you can currently use in this hack, because this is a demo at the moment. I'm not too sure they're actually that fun to use in this, I'm afraid. Burst just basically means that you can jump around the stage and sort of fly about, as for a limited time, which is fine, I guess, but it's just not particularly fun to do. Playing as Sonic is a lot more fun to actually do, and it just means traversing the stage is a little bit more enjoyable. Whereas once you activate Burst, it just doesn't quite work as well. You'll notice as well that your jump is a lot more. You don't have as much verticality with it, unless you hold down the jump button, and then you can burst a little bit higher, and it'll also wipe out any badniks on screen, which is an interesting idea. It's okay. It's implemented quite well. And it just goes to show like how versatile the original Sonic the Hedgehog engine still is. It's really impressive what some of these modders can actually do with the game. But yeah, I just don't think that the colour powers really add much to this, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, and even the Void power up. That just means you can fly around, and your enemies sort of get sucked towards you, and then you can defeat them that way instead. Just makes it very easy for a very short moment of time, to be honest with you. There doesn't really add much challenge or add much of a unique way of traversing the stage. Just makes it pretty easy. So yeah, I think as much as I like the idea of including colour powers in the original game, sort of, like reverse engineering the whole thing, I just don't feel like it adds much, to be honest with you. It's not as fun to play as the original Sonic 1, so it's difficult to recommend. It's a nice little idea, but and like I said, the execution is pretty damn good. It's just that I don't know if it's really that enjoyable in the long run, unfortunately. I'm trying to think what else they've added. I think the only thing they've really added outside of smaller stages and lots more of them, they've added the red star rings, so there's something to explore the stage for, and if you want to go for completionist kind of action, then you're looking for the red star rings as well. So yeah, I mean that's fine. That doesn't really feel like it's changing it too much, or adding something unnecessarily. It's just something else to do in the stages. But yeah, I think the real problem with this is that as much as adding colour powers is a nice idea, I don't think the execution really works in the original Sonic 1, because the game just isn't really made for them, unfortunately. So yeah, they're not great fun to use, and it basically makes a fantastic game not as good as its original version. So very difficult to recommend this, unfortunately.